Hello, shooters, loaders, and casters. Welcome to another Friday night Georgia Shooting Connection live. We hope y'all are doing well, and thank you for joining us tonight. Kyle, kick it up.
Good to see everybody in the side chat.
Tonight.
What a day. What a week. We got some weather moving in tonight, so I'm not too sure about that. But it's great to see everybody. Hope everybody had a great week, and it's good to see y'all. And take it, CW.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Side chat's filling in. I see Tin Man just rolled in. All their friendly faces. Good to see everybody. We had a good week. We got some weather coming in here too. We're about 24 or 36 hours behind you guys, so I imagine it'll be the same thing. But ours is supposed to be rain, so we're gonna hopefully get away with just getting wet, which is I like better than snow. How about you, Gene? What's good going? How are you doing? Oh, he dropped out.
He'll be back, I hope.
He'll be back.
He said he was down in the basement. He's probably reloading something. But yeah, we got some more invites out.
Thoughts of an old soldier.
What's going on?
Lee, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, high winds will get you, Fuzz. All right, so y'all do
that's what they're saying about here. It's going to be real cold, but like the wind chill is going to be like 13 or something. And they're doing the St. Patrick's Day parade tomorrow in Atlanta, where all the buildings channel the winds. I feel bad for them kids. Oh my gosh.
So we got single shot in Ocean out there.
Yep. Broke loader. Tactical FUD.
Yeah. What did y'all do? I know CW was fixing Lee handles here the other day. What else did y'all do shooting, reloading wise this week?
Me?
All of us.
I loaded some about 144 specials, 140 243s, 50 45 Colts. I know I loaded some 44 mags, but I don't remember how many. I loaded the rest of those 218Bs, cleaned some brass. I didn't do any casting.
I'll be honest with you. I loaded up a bunch of 9mm with a buddy of mine that had a medical problem. Went back over there last weekend, and we loaded up a bunch of 9mm together again. And I picked up a bunch of bullets that Willie left on the back porch or outside the back porch, wrapped up.
That was a good video. That was a good video.
He got me. I didn't have any glitter, so he got me with. I went to grab that thing and stuff went everywhere. I thought I was down a lot of lead, so apparently he was doing good work while he was here.
Gene was having trouble. Gene, if you can hear me, your stuff wasn't connecting. I was trying to let you in, but it wouldn't let me because it wasn't connecting. So yeah, you guys like Idaho and single shot. You guys make your living on the road, man. My heart goes out to you guys. So
yep.
Yeah, I've spent $110 in the last 10 days on gasoline.
$90 for me today.
I spent $25 and had over 3/4 of a tank, but I figure I'd rather pay $4.40 a gallon than $4.80 on Monday. So I topped it off, and it was $25.
I had a present
of a tank.
Guys. The store, one of the places I usually go to was last. When did I fill up? Friday before. It was $4.79, and Wednesday morning it dropped to $4.39. So I think they probably upped it, anticipating something that didn't happen.
Don't worry, it'll go back up.
Oh, I'm sure it will. We'll see more. But it was good to see it come down.
Now, as y'all know, I work in a truck dealership, and the only thing that I hear all day long is drivers complaining about fuel prices and how they're pretty much just trying to get enough in their truck so they can get home and shut it off.
What are you
$6
saying?
a gallon. Oof.
Wow. Well, the problem is, like Idaho, he's dropping $1,000 every other day. Driving that big Pete, hauling that weight, he probably only gets 5-6 miles to the gallon.
There's Hobby's Hobo.
With $5.50 a gallon prices, oh my Lord.
There's Gene from the Hot Pot. We were just discussing what we did shooting and reloading this week and gas prices. Anything you want to contribute there, Gene?
Did too much shooting, not enough primers, and can't afford gas.
America.
America.
It just hit me what that picture is. That's tattoo ink, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Cool, man. GGW diesel 633.
Wow. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to work from home if it gets too much higher. I mean, I'm driving 65 miles a day round trip every dang day, which I know it might not be a lot to a lot of you people, but it's enough to me. I'm gonna spend more in gas than I spend on my house payment this month.
Well, I got the pleasure. I do work from home.
Just one more. Do it, Lord. I'll see you in the next life.
I wish I did.
Attack!
It saved my back a lot.
Attack!
Is that your TV coming through, Gene?
Yeah, I had to step into the living room for a minute. Hot Shots watching the movie.
It sounds like a good.
We're stuck on this Netflix series called The Last Kingdom.
About to say, it sounds like you got a war breaking out in the living room.
I had problems getting in. My tablet kind of took on me, and then my phone, and oh my god, it was a venture. But glad to be here with you guys and everybody else.
Well, we're glad to have you. Maybe Hot Shot will join us in a little while after her movie's over. We're getting ready to clip the cord at my house, Gene.
Well, we only do. I just get stuff on the internet. I watch Netflix, Hulu, Tubi, a couple other ones. I don't actually watch like broadcast TV.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, same here. I'm running YouTube and Netflix, and that's pretty much about it. If I can't find it there, I don't need to watch it.
We're going to buy a digital antenna for like local news and stuff. Football game.
You can get local through internet too.
Can you?
Yep.
Okay. But we're going to keep the internet and then probably go Roku.
Yep.
Maybe Hulu. There's G23. What's going on, bud?
We do it with a Fire Stick. It works really good.
Yeah, Jamie, if you're interested in the Fire Stick, let me know.
I am. And I guess I'm going to have one. JCM, y'all take the cord. You can help me out here.
Hey, Michael
Look
Herman,
at that.
6-shooter Texan.
100 channels over the air. Thanks, 6-shooter Texan. All right, y'all are blowing me up here.
You got a message inbound, sir.
Old soldier, I just switched to Visible from Verizon, and it's not that bad. Look at Georgia boy 44. He ain't had TV in 10 years. There you go. I remember Rabbit Ears.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
putting
right there. Come
aluminum
here.
foil?
Hold your hand up. Pick your other hand up. Stand still. Eric, got it. All right, stay there.
Go get another coat hanger. I got this one. Go get another coat hanger. Yes, I remember those days.
Gene, do you remember being your parents' antenna rotor back in the day?
Yeah, and remote control.
I was about to say, I
Yeah.
remember being the remote control.
No, it was like, go out and turn the antenna. And you turn the antenna and say, nope, too far. Go back a little bit. All right. Okay, that's good. And then you take your hands off and it goes,
And then it
no,
goes
go
crazy.
back. Go back. And well, I guess you're going to just have to stand there with your hands on it.
Kids today will never understand that.
No, they won't.
We look back on it and laugh, but know all the pain and suffering that we went through so Dad could watch Carson.
Those were the days.
Yeah, I actually wish those days had come back, really. There'd be a lot less propaganda and everybody being mad at each other, and everybody just did what they had to do in their daily lives, and that was the end of it.
Cranky's in the house.
Cranky. They're going so too fast, I can't keep up with them.
I can't either. My eyes are crossing.
Yep.
I've been looking at computer screens all day. My eyes are crossing.
Yeah. There you go, Uncle John. I remember that. We had like maybe 6 channels here in Georgia with the black and white.
You had 2, 5, 11, and 3. And 3 was for the Atari.
Well, you could get 3 out of Chattanooga where I live. We could get 2, 3, 5, 11. Sometimes we could get 8, which was Georgia Public Broadcasting.
PBS, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, this is a neat thing. I overheard this on this link right here that Andy put up for y'all. This is a link to some guy's Google Drive. And wait a minute, I wasn't ready for that to go away. Y'all need to copy and paste this and put it somewhere for your. It's a lot of old reloading manuals. Am I getting that right, Andy?
Where'd you find that?
And he's got another one.
How far back did they post that?
I can't copy and paste that.
Oh, there it is.
Drive Google. Y'all quit talking. Quit.
So I think it's the same one. It may not be, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
It won't let me copy it. Thanks, YouTube.
I've got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Somebody email that to me. I'm on a Chromebook, and every time I go over it, it says hide or show, and I click show, and it won't let me do it. I can't copy it from the highlighted comment over here.
Do it on your phone. I just put it on the phone and I added it to my playlist. I'm not my playlist, my reading list.
I add it to my bookmarks.
Yep.
Same thing. Same thing.
just click on the link, Kyle, and then bookmark it.
It won't let me do it from the Chromebook.
You have to do it from the YouTube side.
Oh,
You can't do it from the StreamYard side.
Well, I was trying to do it from the YouTube chat.
Well, I'm glad Bald and Curious is here because one of the things we wanted to talk about tonight was we kind of wanted to compare some 444 Marlin and some 4570 government.
Good Lord, are y'all talking that fast, or is it just trying to catch up?
I don't know.
They're talking that fast because I'm having. I mean, it starts spinning on me on my phone.
Okay, wait, here it comes. Here it comes. Wait for it. 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 Yes,
There it is.
Somebody emailed it to me. That's all I know to say. I can't catch it.
Here you go, Kyle. It's coming.
Let's just we're done with this.
See, if I try to click on the link from the StreamYard side, it shows it on the screen.
I can star it, but every time I go to do anything with it, it
Should
doesn't.
it should be coming to your text and your email, Kyle.
All right. Well, thank you, sir. I kept trying to catch it on my phone or my through YouTube, and everybody was just talking too quick, or it was updating too quick, or something. Heck, I don't know.
And let me give you an example of why this kind of stuff is important. And Andy will help me out, I'm sure. All right. If y'all saw MCK's video of him showing some stuff that he got from one of his local gun stores,
The 243 today.
Well, it was the one where he was not the range video. It was a bench video of him showing some 4831 in the old
Okay,
stock
yeah.
can. That was new old stock. He found that still in a case, and I'm gonna try to get my hands on some of that. But so much of the time when we find stuff like that, and it's in perfect shape, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that powder. But you got to wonder as time goes on, does the formulation of these powders change? So if you could figure out what year that powder was manufactured in, and then go back in those old reloading books and find one that's from that same era, I think you'd have better, more dependable data for what you're doing than the modern books with the modern powder.
It's nice to be able to look back and see and cross reference and see how things changed, and it's good to have extra data.
You'll never have too much.
Yeah. Did
Right.
I send you the
Sometimes they go
Lyman
up,
44th,
sometimes they go down.
Jamie? I found a Lyman 44th on a PDF.
No, I don't think you sent it to me.
Okay, I'll have to send it to you.
I got a Pet Loads book that I was having trouble carrying into the bedroom to read
You like
it.
that? You like
I
that?
love that thing. Send
That's-
page protectors, y'all.
I made that. I made that one at a time. I copied each of those pages and put them in the protectors, and I made 2 of them.
Oh, good Lord.
Shotgun manuals too, man. I need that. I'm gonna be working on my shotgun video tomorrow.
That's good reading room material right there.
I need that. I need that too, Andy. Hang on. Send it to me.
It's on that Google Drive he just sent.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Andy, how many of those drive links did you put up? Was it just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4?
No, there was quite a few. I
Yeah,
got
I think those. I think there were 4 different links.
Oh, the 44th is in that group, Andy said.
Right.
old soldier sent it to me too, so I got it from 3 different places. I'm pretty sure I can find
So did Julio.
it. Right, Julio, you old soldier. Yeah, I think we'll get it.
Well, y'all.
What I'm gonna end up doing is emailing that to me at work, where I can use their paper and print out the ones that I'm looking at, and that's what I did when not the previous president, but the one before that, said he was going to remove all reloading data off of the internet. I printed out every powder company's data that I could find.
Yeah,
I got books for powder I don't even have.
accomplish that.
Do what?
I don't know how anyone would ever accomplish that.
Well, me
On the
neither, but
internet,
I
stays on
wasn't
the
worried because I already had it. And unless my house caught on fire, I would still have it, no matter what he did. So,
You know, I'm pretty new to reloading. I've only been reloading 5 years. I'm dealing with lead most of my life, but actual reloading about 5 years. But I mean, it's just all the little nuances and things I learned by watching this show and hearing you guys talk.
it's a rabbit hole, man. You can dive as deep as you want to.
I love it. I love it. I'm there every day. At some point every day.
I got to get my reloading bench back in the reloading room now that the parental units aren't going to invade the house. I need to get everything fired back up and start cranking it out. Did y'all see? I don't remember the store name, but they had a brick of primers for $600.
I've seen that.
I was like, you need to call the FBI and report them. I mean,
What is it?
God.
P.T. Barnum, was it? Said there's an ass for every seat.
My ass ain't fitting that seat. I can tell you that right now.
Somebody's will. Somebody's got deep pockets.
Well, it must be nice. That's why they're still charging that, because people keep paying it.
More money than brains.
Who said this?
I know we're not supposed to talk politics around here, but you got all these ammo manufacturers sending billions of rounds to the Ukraine. Why don't you put them on the shelf so we can buy them? If you got them to send to Ukraine, you obviously got them. I digress.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
One company's out of Arizona.
Well, just think about it. He sent $1 billion worth of aid to the Ukraine. What is that? About 5,000 rounds of ammunition?
Yeah, at today's prices. He said, I'm going to unleash 63 million barrels of oil out of the oil reserves. Okay. That's about 3 days worth.
I don't know what that means, soldier.
Well, now JCM, he say he's seen a brick of primers for 130 at a store. Now, if you do your math, if you cast your bullets, and you know me, I'm fortunate enough to get my lead for free. If I'm casting them, that's free projectiles. Powder is pennies. You know, when you're buying 8-pound jugs of it. Right. So that's 13 cents a primer. So it's costing me 14 cents to load a round compared to paying 35, 39 cents a round by buying factory.
And Jamie, let me tell you, you do know what that means. The last 3 letters stand for Let's Go Brandon.
Okay.
There's Mario.
that should clear it up for you.
Okay, that does. There's Mario. Y'all ready? All together. 1, 2, 3. Hey! So, you was talking about P.T. Barnum, CW. He actually said there's a sucker born every minute.
Okay. Somebody said the ass on the seat one.
That was probably him, too. I mean, that was the kind of guy he was.
I thought that was a used car salesman in the place I used to work for. There's an ass made for every seat.
So, you know, $89 ain't looking too bad at this point, is it?
Not really. I mean, if you're in dire need,
that's 9 cents.
I got plenty of large rifle. I got a good bit of large pistol. I got plenty of shotgun. I was able to find them after Mr. Oceans hooked me up. I was able to find them in massive bulk. But small pistols, it's getting hard to find. And I'm not paying what they're wanting to ask for it. It's just, damn.
Well, I know, man. I turned down buying primers at one particular local gun store probably a year and a half ago. They were $65 for a brick. Um, I know, James. It's like you got to smoke a cigarette afterwards, right, man?
I've been violated.
I know it. But yeah, now I look back and I was at that same store. They had shotgun primers, Remington shotgun primers, for $169 a brick. Small pistol primers were $149 a brick.
God,
And I'm thinking, $65 ain't so bad. Now it was at the same store, you know. Yeah,
It's ridiculous. But, it's never going to go back down. I mean, that's just be idiocracy to think that.
well,
But just,
people are still paying it, so why would they drop the price?
like I said, doing the math, I'd rather spend, 11 cents, 11, 12 cents a bullet than 35 cents a bullet to go shooting.
And I understand it's just, I've been doing this long enough that I remember what it used to be, and I guess the good old days are gone. Hell, Fuzz remembers when they were $5 for 1,000. Of course, you had to fight off dinosaurs and stuff, but
Crushing the flint up.
napping your own primers.
Praying for a thunderstorm for some lightning.
Oh, Lord. Oh, we love you, Fuzz. You know it.
there's Gunpowder Beauty. I'm asking her if she's mama again yet. Yeah, man. And you ain't wrong, Gene. I'm seeing what I thought was coming down, and then I think it was 45 ACP, 230 grain ball, for $300 and something dollars, and I thought, man, that's more of a decent price for 1,000 rounds of 45. Then I got to looking and it was 500. So if you can find it for 39 cents, you're doing okay, man.
Yeah, they charge you $3.90, and then they charge you $40 for hazmat, and then $75 for shipping, and
Yeah, it's still.
Last time I actually bought, I guess you could call it store bought. I bought from not North Georgia Reloading, but Georgia Reloading out of Villa Rica, and we had a guy that lived right down the street from there. He stopped by and picked it up. I didn't have to pay the $45 shipping.
Nice. I've looked around for some primers on the internet. I'm not finding too much. I get a few at a local store here and there, but I got a decent supply. I'm actually getting into the boxes that were on sale, like $25 for a brick.
Yeah, you're digging into the stash. I've been trying not to shoot a whole lot of small pistol. I got plenty of large pistol. I've been shooting 45 and 44 and stuff like that. Not a lot, but just enough to stay sharp,
I'm still looking for me a nice 45 pistol. What do you think about?
It stays this high, I'll sell you one.
What do you think about a CZ227 or SIG 227? I'm sorry, SIG
227.
Yeah,
I only ever heard of one.
It's a 45.
225.
It's a 45.
220.
Not 227. P227. It's a 45.
New to me. Never heard of it.
I guess it was a really limited run from SIG. Buddy of mine got one, offered to sell it to me cheap. Cheaper, anyways.
Only SIG I ever shot was my buddy's 9mm, and that's after we loaded up a bunch of 9mm. He said, "Well, we might as well shoot them."
I had a German
Like, hey, it's your
225 that
primers.
I never should have sold, but it was a 9mm. I wasn't really interested in it. And I had a couple 229s and a 220 and a 230. I had a 230 for a while too, a 380. I traded that for a Beretta 85.
I'm 9mm poor right now. I wouldn't buy a 9mm if you gave it to me.
I just put a deposit at my local gun store. They got 3 of them coming in, and that's that new SIG P320 Spectra comp.
I got to look at those more because they Long Windy Road had a video there that said that they were going to be producing a 10mm 320 later on this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the 10mm is one that really interests me.
Yeah, that's going to interest me too.
I had the new Smith on order, and it was delayed because we're a 10 round state, so it was hard getting them. And then I started seeing all the videos of people having problems with the 4 inchers. So I canceled my order. I'll give them time to fix their problem. I think it's just recoil spring and maybe some barrel dims, but I'll give them time to get through that. But if the SIG comes out in the meantime and it looks better, SIG tends to be a little better on their R&D. They do it themselves instead of letting the consumer do it.
Yeah. Well, the 4.6 I keep trying to do a first shots video, and the first time all the data corrupted, so I had to get a new card. And the second time it was so windy out, couldn't hear anything. But I bet I got 100 rounds through it so far, flawless. Just trying to get first shots.
It's been pretty good. They both were a little touchy with the hottest rounds, but the 4-inch was really bad with anything resembling real 10mm ballistics. The 4.6s were better.
Yeah, I'm doing 180 grain with 8.9 power pistol behind it.
It should be pretty good. What are you, mid 12s?
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
My 180 is pushing 14 out of a 6-inch barrel.
What are we talking about?
10
millimeter.
Yeah.
Frankie's got a Legion on order.
Yeah, those are fancy. They're nice guns. Everybody talks about.
He's got it in.
The nicest 10mm is, but I would. They don't talk about that SIG because it's got low capacity. Everybody wants high capacity, but that SIG has got to be one of the nicest 10s for sure.
Well, if you got a 10mm, you know what? Low capacity, carry more magazines, and fire faster.
Yeah, it's nice to have it, but it's never been a big point for me.
So Walter's got a Cimarron Uberti single action Army 45 long Colt, 7.5-inch revolver inbound.
That's going to be a sexy one, I think.
Yeah, it's probably going to make me drool.
I've been looking at a Taylor. I think they call it
Taylor and Company.
Taylor and Company. It's a short stroke. In other words, it's already slicked up and everything, and it's pushing $700, but it's like a smoke wagon, their general single action Army thing, but it's got an octagon barrel, and the receiver is color case hardened.
What kind of a copy is it?
Do what?
What is it? A copy of what? A Remington? A Colt?
It's a single action Army, 1873. It's a Colt.
Model P. Okay. With an
Jamie,
octagon
did you
barrel,
see
huh?
Kitty's
Wow.
comment?
Man, I'm having trouble. Jerry 1911 was wanting me to show something to you, but I don't know what.
Kitty said, "Anybody else make a trebuchet for their backyard?"
Sure, I got two of them.
Yeah,
Two, they're small. That's funny.
yeah.
I'm sorry, my dog's wanting her lovins. I got to give her some chin rubs.
I hope we see a video on that, Walter.
I want to see a video on the trebuchet in the backyard.
There you go, Miss Kitty.
Hassan Chop, bunkin' chunkin'.
There you go. Vaqueros are nice too, man.
Yes, they are, and I exactly agree with his entire statement right there.
There's two different vaqueros too when you get ready to buy, depending on what you want to do with it. The new
Yeah.
ones you can't push them as hard as the older ones. The newer ones are
Yeah,
slightly smaller frame.
get you an older case hardened one and with a thick top strap, and you'll be good.
I had a Cimarron 357 Magnum. That was a nice gun.
They do a good job.
It was, man. But I mean, the fit and the finish was nice. The trigger was smooth. The grips were, I mean, just outstandingly done. I was very impressed.
Do you know about Taylor?
No.
Taylor takes you birdies that are built. They have certain specifications that they want theirs built to. Then they'll import them and do a polish job on them, or not. You can get them with or without the polish job.
They're an importer, yeah. I think they're in Virginia.
And yeah, you can get them either way.
Well, I'm gonna have to start buying something else. I'm getting too many of one and too many of the other, and not enough of some.
There you go, junkie. Speaking of old firearms, y'all want to get into the subject at hand?
Sure.
Let's go.
Let me see if I can do this. Get it to where I want it. There's a video on this page. Maybe I need to share a link. We wanted to compare because CW's a 4570 guy. Tread and Ricky are 444 Marlin guys, and we just want to kind of compare them a little bit. And these are old school, and this is going to take us to another, probably another topic not far from it too. Can y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
So the 4570 has more bullet weight options and factory loads, has a better rifle selection and plenty of power. The Marlin 444 is a great bullet availability due to the 44 Magnum, relatively flat trajectory, and it's an exclusive club. Few shooters own one. The misses for the 4570s, you have to match the load to the action or the rifle's age. Not exactly flat shooting. Few loads match rounds full capability. Yeah. But that's going to be limited by your firearm, too. Misses for the 444 Marlin. Few factory ammo options, fewer rifles. Relatively sharp recoil. I can attest to that. Shares bullets with 44 Magnum, but not the powder. and you can see down in the lower right hand corner there's a video on this particular. It's www.rifleshootermag.com.
That's I recognize that guy's writings. He drives me nuts. He uses he uses the 44 mag as a hit and a miss in the 444. The guy makes me laugh. Every month he does this write up and he compares two cartridges, and he just the things he comes up with make me laugh. The 444, of course, it does share the diameter with the 44 mag, but the problem with it is it so outpaces the 44 mag. Although you can shoot all the 44 mag bullets, you're going to overexpand, make them pretty much useless on game. If you're punching steel or paper, yeah, you can shoot anything without a worry. But pretty much you got to stick with the 265s, the 300s, and such. People love the 240s, but unless it's a soft point, a 240 hollow point, you're going to turn it inside out. It's a varmint bullet.
There you go. Mike says he traded the 444 to Tread and still has the 4570. You ain't lying, man. Especially with those bullets that CW was showing on his video. Was that today or yesterday,
I
CW?
think it was yesterday or even the day before.
So those wide me plats on some of those bullets, man, you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah, the ballistics are darn near identical with medium loaded 4570s and the 444. 300 grain bullet, about 1900, 1800 feet per second.
Never shot a 444. I have shot a 4570 lever action.
Very, very similar. It's identical action. They actually had three of them. The first one was a very long barrel with a Monte Carlo stock Marlin made. And then they shortened the barrel, dropped the Monte Carlo stock, and then they come out with the S model. So they've had three different 444s. Hello, Mark.
What's up, Mark? Got a break, did you?
Hey, MCK.
Good to see you, Mark.
There's I need to go through the side chat, don't I?
It is about
58.
that time.
Almost 60 people.
Yeah, we were at 61 just a little bit ago.
I missed it.
So we thank all you guys for coming in.
Yeah, as far as loading the 4570, you'll pretty much give up before you'll find a limit on a lot of the guns, the stronger guns. You get into the Ruger number one and the high wall, you pretty much can, right on the doors of the 458 Win Mag, right on the back door of the 458 Win Mag. It's been used for all the African game.
Yeah, it's a thumper.
It's plenty powerful for anything. But it doesn't have a flat trajectory. But so what? It doesn't need to. It's not. That's not doing what it's not made for. Like I said in my video, if you're a velocity hound and flat and all that is what you want, then go buy a Weatherby.
Yeah, that's not the rifle for you.
Okay, I'm back to 819, and there's plenty more comments back there, but I'm showing Andy 79 Z28 Ocean 374 Cranky Cletus Ms. Hotshot Vanessa Kitty Fuzz T Fork 8 Uncle John Rune. What's going on, buddy? James Pollard, Mike Hester, Jerry 1911, Chris 338, Mr. Pollard, Michael Hurtneck, GGW Reloading. CW's on the panel. Tactical Fud. I love that name, y'all. There's Jerry again. Let's see. Georgia Boy 44. Uncle John, JCM 45, Thoughts of an Old Soldier, Mario Mosen, Michael Hurtneck, Orange 9, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Walter Bunning, Hobbies Hobo, Big Al, Gunpowder Beauty, Walks Fletcher. There's Big Al again. G23, what's going on? So Gunpowder Beauty looks like she had her baby. GGW. I'm repeating myself. Uncle John again. Ms. Hotshot again. Big Al. BPJ, what's going on, man? Tin Man. Six Shooter Texan. Daniel, God is my judge. Welcome in, my friend.
I didn't even see Daniel. I'm sure he
I
was
didn't
rooting
either.
on me.
Jerry 1911 again. Edward Petty. Lead Bullet Junkie. Cranky Cletus. Some guy named Georgia Shooting Connection. Chris from the 740.
He's a troll.
No, he ain't.
Shooting connection. He's a troll.
Oh, yeah, that guy. Bald and Curious.
I thought he was a gnome, or what was it? What did they call you last night? Not a troll. You're a gremlin. No, something else.
I can't remember. We'll
either.
figure that out in a minute. Let me focus on one thing at a time. Poppy Snowblow. Mr. Pollard's out there. Walter Bunning. Big Al again. Uncle John. Lead Bullet Junkie. Walks Fletcher. There's West Covina Dodge. What's going on?
Well, Pat.
He said 458 bullets were easy to find.
Yeah, they're pretty easy. They're pretty
Single
easy.
shot. Oh, and if y'all want to shoot a 444 Marlin right up to Maine, he said you could shoot his 15-inch contender to your heart content. I know, right? There's Ricky Baird. What's going on, buddy? I hope you're feeling better.
Uh-oh.
We'll get into that in a second. And I'm almost back. Reloader 762. That guy knows a lot of stuff, y'all.
He sure does.
He's good.
Ricky ought to be feeling real good. He got his 10 millimeter in.
Who did?
There's G20.
Ricky.
Who?
Yeah, he did.
Tin Man?
Ricky Baird got his 10
Oh.
millimeter. That's an interesting gun too. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. How you doing, Craig?
Hello, Craig.
Walks Fletcher, West Covina, MCK snuck in from a break. Big Al. Michael again. Miss Kitty, single shot. There's Daniel again. Hobbies Hobo, Tim S. What's going on, man? Big E driving home. Rune. $450 Marlin. I don't know. Dwayne 7834. Welcome in, brother. Jerry 1911 still here. Big E's. Mr. Pollard, JCM 45, Ricky.
Ricky, my phone is tethered to the wall right now. It's not intentional, sir.
Tim, here's my old man.
Hobby's hobo. I thought I was near to the end. Every time I get close to the end, it jumps back up and starts going down again.
Daniel, that's my old man. He come down to visit. He's sleeping on the couch over there,
10 man.
snoring away.
Timothy
That's what
Burkett.
I've been hearing.
Timothy Burkett.
Needy.
Hey man, everybody likes to hear their name called.
Oh,
So I hope
yeah.
I got everybody. If I didn't call your name and you're here, throw me a comment up there and I'll say hey to you. If you wanted your name called and you're not here, then
Ooh.
I ain't got much for you, buddy.
Tin Man found a 10 millimeter.
All right. Tell us about it, 10 man.
Yeah, did you get money on it? You going to be able to get it?
Or did you lift up the mattress and there it was?
Elf. CW. They
Elf,
call,
yes,
they
that's it.
call me an
That's
elf. Elf.
Yep.
Yeah. You know what I told them, Gene?
What?
I told them we make uncommonly good cookies.
Best bakers around.
Yeah, there you go.
Dagnabbit.
Ever distill wood vapors as you make charcoal? No, ma'am, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, wood gas.
There you go.
You can run a lawnmower off of it or a generator.
Huh?
He's not here, Big Al. And he don't need to be coming to my house again. Ever. Not again. He ain't never been here, but my wife and my mother-in-law are pretty dang mad at him.
Uh-oh.
Tim S. That dog wasn't asleep, sir. The other night when y'all heard him and y'all thought I was passed out snoring, no, it's
Y'all are hearing my father on the couch across
Yeah,
the
it's what-
floor there.
that's what you're hearing right now. But my dog just grunts like that. That's her normal way of breathing. She's a little Yorkie. I mean, it's crazy.
It
Yeah,
is weird.
That would be a good first video, Ricky, to do a tabletop unboxing of that gun
It's
and
pretty. It's
put
pretty.
it on. It's very pretty. It's a very unique finish on that.
I like all the purples and the greens and the pink splatters.
Methanol is bad for you, Vanessa Kitty.
And ethanol is bad for your fuel tank.
Yeah,
Oh, we got the exact one we wanted. Good job, Tin Man.
absolutely.
I guess we got a video of that coming too.
I hope so.
Me too.
That would be interesting.
Just
And
make
if
sure
you-
the toilet's in it. If
you guys need some tutorials about how to properly do a tabletop unboxing of a handgun, I suggest you go to Gene's channel because
Nah.
he's down. He can do an unboxing video on a handgun like nobody's business. Man, he'll tell you what this stuff is, and I've never even thought about it. I'm like, man, that is so methodical and well thought out. And I'm like, all right, here it is. You know, that's the way mine would be. Check it out. Y'all like it? You know, but he can run a gun. He knows how to do those unboxing videos.
Well, thank you, Jamie. I mean, making a video just ain't as easy as it looks,
It's not.
God.
There's Idaho Rogers.
You park your truck yet, brother? I know you were very upset at the fuel prices. I couldn't believe that picture of that fuel pump. I know that's every other day for you. Ooh.
It's parked.
There you go. I loved your caption. All right, America, y'all can find somebody else to haul your crap. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Big Al. Someone is leaking. You do good stuff, Big Al.
Yeah, he does.
He got some nice firearms too. Really nice.
Yeah, I like that lever. That's a good looking
I,
rifle. I looked at those myself.
I did get the chance to pick up a new sponsor for my channel though, and that's ADE Advanced Optics.
Oh, that's a good one. I think Chris just got them too. Yeah, I got a couple of their red dots. They're pretty good, especially for the money.
They're going to send me their new one that they got now. It's called a New Way.
Did you post a picture?
No, I have not posted a picture on that.
Maybe it was Chris. It's a square. It's not a reflex, right? Is that the one?
No, I think that's the Monstrum.
Oh, you're right. Maybe it is Monstrum.
Yeah, that's the Monstrum. Yeah. We both deal with Monstrum, ADE. Kind of odd, but you know it works.
I found a nice 80, and I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but it looked really good, and it had a big screen, and I said, all right, let me try it. And when I ordered it, it had gone down in price, or it went down in price after I bought it because I showed it to Willie, and Willie loved it, just absolutely bonkers loved it, and he ordered it, and it was like $20 less for him than I paid. I don't even know if he got to use it. It was right at the end there, but it's a reflex, but it's giant. For a reflex, it's giant.
They have a lot of nice stuff.
Doesn't Monstrum make rifle scopes?
Yeah.
Yes, very good ones. Monstrum just sent me 2 items to do the review. I got a little teaser video popping up Monday morning, and then I'll do a complete unboxing review of each one. And when the guy from Monster contacted me, he was like, "What are you looking at? What would you like?" I said, "Well, I've been looking at these 2 actually, about purchasing them." And he said, "Don't worry about it. They're on the way."
Very cool. I've got 2. I've got a 1-4 and a 1-6. I don't know the models, but I like them. They got great reticles. They're both first focal planes, and I really, really like them.
Dang, Mike.
I got a 3-9 I run on my competition AR from Monster, and I've had it on there for this is the 5th year. And I've shot events in the rain, the cold, the hot. It's never fogged on me. It's been fine. It's been fine.
Yeah, I have no problems with mine. I got one on a hunting rifle and one on a fun gun, and no problems with it. It's been in the rain. It's been fine.
Yeah, so I mean, for the money, I wouldn't call them a budget scope. I would call them twice what you pay.
Say that again, please.
I would not call them a budget scope, Monstrum. I would just call them worth twice what you pay.
That's what I've got riding on my 308.
Yeah. I had a 6-24 on my 308. Monstrum. Loved it.
Oh, you can ask Jamie. I dialed in my dope and cold bore hit the target at 1,000 yards. So
Both of mine have that ACSS reticle in them. I like that.
actually, Willie's the one that took the video of it.
I miss seeing Willie on the chats.
I do
Yeah.
too.
Me too.
Y'all won't believe how many times I pick up my phone to text or call Willie. Gonna be
Yeah, I
hard to
believe it.
get used to, but
I believe it.
you just don't you don't get over that. You just learn to live with it.
Exactly.
But yeah, man, that's the thing, Fuzz. The old Tasco scopes
They were good.
and the old Simmons scopes were decent. And I think I know, Big Al. They were Japanese glass. So that scope nowadays would be $200, $300.
Instead of the $79.99 special at Walmart.
Yep, I've got two of their Euro class from probably the early '90s, and those were top shelf scopes, every bit as good as the Europeans. Those were really good scopes, and you try and buy them today, and they're a big dollar.
Yep.
Uncle John, you don't want none of that stuff, man. You just don't. What are you going to do? Run off a pint? I need to be quiet. But yeah,
I'm fixing to
let's
light
get
me
back
up
to our subject.
cigarette.
Let me get back over here and show y'all this other thing that I wanted to, that I think naturally leads into that. And we're going to cover something with Gene that I really want to talk to him about too. So back to
Uh-oh.
45, 70, 44, 40, 44, 444. We done talked about the hits and misses, the two. Um, you got 444 Marlin. There's just not I think a Marlin lever gun's about the extent of what you're going to find out there. Y'all,
Winchester chambered it.
did they?
Yeah, Winchester chambered it. I don't know what they called it, but they did chamber it. Trying to think if anybody else did.
The if y'all look at this page right here, can y'all see this? Am I sharing? Yeah, that's highlighted part. But look what right here in front of this. Case in point, Hornady's FTX lever evolution line. So a 265 grain 444 Marlin muzzle velocity is almost 300 feet per second faster than the 325 grain 4570 load. Generates more energy out to 300 yards and sighted in 3 inches high at 100 drops less than 3 inches at 200 yards than the 4570 does. That's apples and oranges to me. You're looking at a 265 grain bullet versus a 325 grain bullet. But one of the factory loads that I've been most disappointed in is Hornady's Lever Revolution line with the FTX bullets. But this is what I wanted to talk about next. It went too fast. This right here in red. Read the next article, 6.8 Western versus 270 calibers. So, versus other 270 calibers. And my point is there, we see all these quote unquote boutique new cartridges coming out. Yeah, Pastor agrees. Uh, we see these new cartridges coming out, and it's like they're trying to recreate the wheel. You know, the 6.8 Western. Um, why? You know why? Because we've had 270 Winchester since 1935,
25.
25. So, what y'all's thoughts? Besides that, 53 of y'all still out there. So, are we spinning our wheels? Are we like, for instance, the 350 Legend versus the 35 Remington?
Yeah,
I think you're overthinking what's already been overthought and has been improved on and engineered, and now you just want to be the new kid on the block. That's my opinion. That's why I hadn't jumped in on, like you say, the boutique calibers. Um, First of all, it starts out buying a firearm, and then well, now I got to buy a bullet mold, now a new size and die, all that stuff. Because I don't buy store bought ammo, I don't buy store bought bullets, and I haven't in a long time. I just think you're, like you say, trying to reinvent the wheel, and it doesn't need to be reinvented.
yeah, the H&R. That's the one I was thinking of. H&R did them. The 6.8. Its claim to fame. Basically, it's an improved. Well, it's a changed WSM 270 WSM. They shortened it up a little bit so you can get longer bullets, and they changed the rifling twist to accommodate long, heavy bullets. So its forte is heavier than normal 270 bullets at ballistics that are just cresting the 7 rem mag. So it definitely is a powerhouse. It definitely has a lot of potential. But if you notice, they don't catalog, or they don't even offer any bullets less than 165 grains. So you can't really compare it to the 270.
No, you
But
can't.
if it did, it would be really, really close. It would be really close. Yes, it would beat it, but by enough to make a difference, that's arguable. But the 270, it won't support those long, heavy bullets because of the rifling twist, a 1 in 10.
Right.
You know, it needs that little faster twist of the 6.8. So that's its forte. That's the reason for being. You can get the same thing from other calibers, but pretty much you always could. So
Right.
I don't mind it. You know, I don't mind it. It started with the Creed. You know, the Creed is doesn't do anything the 6.555 hasn't done for 100 years, except it's a faster twist and it can shoot those long, heavy bullets, and it's a truer short action caliber. But you know, there's a lot of them. The little 6mm arc, a dandy little caliber. But you know, I got all wrapped up in all the claims they made. They made you feel ignorant. You know, they thought you were stupid because it just doesn't do the things they claimed it would do. You know, just tell us what a caliber does and let us intelligent people know what we're going to do with it. You know, you don't have to put down another caliber to build yours up. Just say what it does, and if it's useful to us, we'll use it.
And they need to be careful about that. But Idaho's got a great way of just cutting through the dead leaves to the trunk of the tree, and yeah, in my opinion,
He ain't wrong.
he ain't. It does.
Critter,
Uh,
you're right, Critter.
I'm just a fan of good old NATO cartridges because they're readily available. Well, used to be. They're a lot more readily available than a 773 Ackley improved major micro magnum, you know.
Well, hearing you guys talk and being on the side chat with Shooting Connection every weekend, you know, I learned so much and hear about so many different cartridges I never knew about. I read my books and I read about stuff I never knew about. But personally, I stick with all the common calibers just because.
Let
You know,
me just tell you, the caliber that I just described does not exist. And if you make it, I'm not buying it.
I got nothing on that one. G23. Anybody heard of a 8.6
Yep.
black?
Yep. It's I don't think it'll do what they say it's what it does. It just doesn't add up, but it'll be neat. It'll be something different. I liked the one that Taco came up with. It was a 10 millimeter mag case with a 338 bullet, subsonic, very similar. It was pretty neat.
Why are people doing this? I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Taco to death, and he's got some wild stuff, and he really enjoys shooting it. And I mean, that's cool if you can take, you know, this cartridge, turn it into this cartridge, come up with a different bullet and all that stuff. He's probably got 6 months. And
Well, there's some thinking behind it. You know, you can run a 473 case head in an AR-15, but it's pretty weak, and you can't push it hard.
I think he likes the challenge. Actually,
So,
I think he likes the challenge.
If you run that smaller case head, you've got more meat in your bolt head, so you got more strength. Not that he was pushing that hard; it's a sub gun, but still, it's a way to push longer, heavier bullets because 338's got a lot of good bullets, so that's why he chose that one.
It's very entertaining to watch his videos when he spends like 42 seconds telling you what caliber he's about to shoot, and then he just kills the dueling tree with it. I'm like, well, that's cool.
Taco's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the Ackley had a lot of going for him. You know, there's a lot of different Ackleys too, and a lot of different angles on the shoulder. But basically, it reduced body taper and it steepened the shoulder angle, and it cut down a lot on case stretch. It offered a little gain in performance, but most people use it for the grass life advantage.
Put up Rebel's comment.
I was getting to it.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Really, man. I'm serious, guys. It's I'm a FUD and I know it, but to me, there's you got that 30-06 and you got 270 Winchester, and then you got your smaller ones like 30-30, 308, 35 Remington. That is kind of the medium, then the big ones, and then you got the smaller ones like the 223 Remington, all those little things like that, and the 222 Remington, 25
Here's the way I
offset.
look at it. If zombies started coming out of the ground tonight, the only thing I'm going to carry is the ammunition that other people are going to drop. Does that make sense? You want something that's readily available, whether it be in the stores or you can get reloading components for it. You shouldn't have to set up your own machine shop to reload your ammunition. I never have agreed with it. I jumped off on the 300 blackout bandwagon, and I actually love that little rifle. It's great. It's very accurate, and but I understand what its capabilities are. It was never meant to shoot 1,000 yards. It's a room clearing gun.
Yep. It's the ballistics of a handgun and a gun you can shoot straight and hit your targets with.
Right. Maybe a warehouse clearing gun, depending on how big the warehouse is. But it was never meant to shoot longer range. And people are like, oh, that's just a crappy cartridge. No, it's not. When you hit what you're aiming at, where you're supposed to be hitting it,
we got about
it's a devastating round.
14 or 16 deer we've shot with it, and not one of them got away. Only one of them ran, and that was my fault, not the cartridges.
Yeah, and it's designed to be shot out of a 10-inch or less barrel.
Yeah, I think it's 8 or 9. I believe it was designed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a short barrel.
maintain the ballistics and all that stuff. Now people have got. I got a friend with a 24-inch barrel, 300 blackout. I'm like, why? I want to reach out and touch something. Okay, so you're going to shoot a 110 grain bullet?
Shoot a 30 AR. You got a lot better caliber. In 30.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand it.
Dang, G23, I thought you was more American than that.
I got a
actually
300
need to-
blackout in
I actually need
16
to find some
inches. That's pretty
7.62
nice.
by 39 now.
Yeah, they're fun. They're dangerous too, Gene. I had 5 at one time.
I'm sorry I couldn't hear you, Gene. Try it again, buddy.
I got a 16-inch 300 blackout. It's fun to shoot. It gets out there a little bit.
I
Yeah, but what
had
I
to-
shoot in mine, it'll never make it where a 16-inch will carry it.
Rebel gotta stop.
Wow. I shoot 208 grains out of mine. Of course, it's only, I think it's a 9.5-inch barrel or something. But it's just it's a thumper. And I just never saw the point in getting that long of a barrel on that rifle because it was never designed to do that. And I got 110 grains, 130 grains, 150s, 175s. You know, I got all that stuff that I shoot through it. But I love the 208s, and I can tell you exactly where they're going to go to a certain extent.
Yep. I had a 9.5 and I got rid of it for one reason or another. So now I got another lower on the wall, building another 9.5 300.
They're extremely fun to shoot.
Mike read my mind there. I'm sitting here waiting for a lead in, but I shot a whole pile of deer with the 300 blackout. A lot of them were up close, 25 yards to 60 yards, 70 yards. But I had one day that I shot at about 160 yards with 125 grain Sierra hollow point. Now this was the flat point hollow point made for the 30-30.
Right.
It was probably going 2,200 at the muzzle. And that deer at 160 yards was angling away from me, and the bullet bounced off his shoulder.
I was about to say it was going 82
Ricocheted
feet per second
off.
when
It
it
did
got
not break the shoulder. I did get the deer because his head was down. So the bullet went in, bounced off the shoulder, under the skin, exited the front of the shoulder, and went in his neck. That's what killed him.
Dag nabbit.
So
You still got him.
I did get him, and it was humane. He only went about 30 or 40 feet and keeled over, but it's because I took out his jugular, which I wasn't even aiming at. Hit him right where I was aiming. I would have liked to have been, 2 inches back. It probably would have went in, but it just shows you that, that's the limitations for my caliber. And people who talk about 200 yards, and yes, it'll do it, but under, perfect conditions.
Yeah, you can catch it in the catcher's mitt at 200 yards.
I was thinking the same thing, Kyle.
So we got a disagreement brewing in the side chat. So
How many cookies?
So that's I stopped using the blackout past 125 yards.
I didn't build it I didn't build the 16-inch for long range. I just built it for plinking, playing with it the range.
Yeah. I used it because, well, number one, it works, and most of my shots are inside 100, so it's fine. And it's laser beam accurate. I mean, I can stack the bullets. I've shot under half-inch groups with that rifle. It's a Ruger bolt action, under half-inch groups with it, and I can put bullets in eyeballs. But if the cartridge doesn't have enough steam, it was just one of those things. It was across a little valley, and I had him come out right under me, but I didn't have a shot. He was moving. He was behind something, and when he cleared, he was over there on the tote road on the other side of the hill, about 160 yards away.
Right.
Miss Kitty keeps bringing up these air guns. Let me go back to this comment, and then I'll get to you, GGW. All right, if it's dangerous, destructive device, why can't you hunt with them?
We've got some stupid laws here.
Yeah.
I believe it's going to fall under the law, not legal because it's not named, which is the reason we can't hunt with others here.
Well, I think that'll change in time as they're
Probably.
established as a more they're
Lethargic.
no lethality
Oh, sorry.
is
Realized.
realized. Yeah. That's what Kyle's always told me. GGW.
There's a whole lot more to the blackout than just a suppressed round. It really is. It's you're throttling it way back from what it can be.
Right, and it is a
Little
fun
white
round
bullets
to mess with.
as a super.
I got some 110 grain that I call worm burners. Wow, there's some impressive ballistics behind them things.
Yep.
And
Jamie, I got some good news for you, sir.
Tell me good news.
Breaking news: Georgia passes constitutional carry.
Woohoo!
And it's headed to the governor's desk, who already said if you have to email it to me, I'll sign it.
Yep. And Alabama just signed it, yesterday or the day before?
Yep. Nebraska, too.
Yep.
I think Georgia's the 23rd state.
I think so.
So I want to talk about Daniel's comment right here. And I'm glad we got constitutional carry, which means I can decide if I want to keep my permit or not before y'all start jumping on me about that bandwagon again.
I'd like to save the $65.
Well,
I'll put it in my gas tank.
I saw this, CW, 300 yards, 125 grain, 1,425 feet per second, blackout, and it is on video. Willie taped it. I saw that live and in living color, but I will also freely admit that that was at a target or a still. It was not at live game.
I don't know what he's trying to tell me. That he did that? I don't understand the context.
Yes, he was. We didn't believe the 300 blackout would even get out that far.
Of course it will.
And he got it out there and shot it fairly consistently. And
that load
has zero.
That load has about 500 foot-pounds of energy.
Well,
about the same as a heavy 9mm or a light 357 mag.
And Georgia Boy 44 said earlier, I don't see the point in loading rifles to pistol velocities, but yeah, there's always caveats to everything.
That's the whole reason it was built around. That's why it has such a small case. That's why they chose the 221 Fireball case for the small capacity. That's all they wanted it to do. That's just a CQB gun,
But James says, I fell in love with 300 blackout out after shooting fully auto suppressed indoors without hearing protection. That'll make you fall in love with anything, dude.
I tell you, one of the first fully suppressed I ever shot, I rang the craziness out of my ears because I said, I can go on a range and shoot without ears now. Well, let me tell you something. That bullet hitting the backstop is just as loud as the recoil on a short range.
Well,
outside, maybe.
But you also have to shoot subsonic ammo because you can shoot supersonic ammo through a suppressor, but the minute it gets to the end of the suppressor, you're going to hear a sonic crack.
Well, the gun was quiet. It was subs, but the impact of the bullet in the backstop was loud enough you needed ears.
Bam.
Yeah, I've shot my suppressor against steel, and the ringing of the steel, you better have some ears on.
Yep. Indoors, like a 25-yard or 50-foot indoor range, you absolutely need ears.
Andy ain't wrong either, man.
I think I've got 2 deer with that bullet, Rebel, and I don't remember what happened, so it must have been, nothing special. It probably killed him dead.
Oh, is it the 24th state, not the 23rd? All right, I'm sorry. I think Alabama was the 22nd, and I think Nebraska was the 23rd. So, yeah, you ain't wrong.
Check it out, man. Thanks, Pamela. I appreciate that. Indiana's waiting for our governor too.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Hey, Mark, what's going on, buddy?
Hello, Mark. You're not late. Party just started.
Good evening, Mark. Pull you up a chair and sit down by it.
Yeah, we're George Boy. We're in the business of trying to gather people into rooms, not not clear the rooms.
Not running them out.
Right.
Jamie, that was priceless. That was really good. Right off the hip like that. That was good. Well, hopefully, gentlemen, I'm going to look a little bit different next week when y'all see me. I'm going to leave it at that.
You gonna trim that beard off?
No, I didn't never say anything about that.
You gonna take a bath?
I'm going to take a bath. I think it's about time. I mean, I'm good for once every month, whether I need it or not.
Hey, you're fine on the other side of the screen. You can do it all you want.
I stink
Dr.
pretty from
Squawk
over there.
makes
Is that
some
what you're
good
saying?
You
soap.
look pretty presentable. I can't tell how you smell.
Pretty from your side. Got it.
Hey, on the soap side of it, I bought this really good bar of soap at the local gun range. It's made with Budweiser beer.
Duke Cannon.
Yeah.
They got beer ones, yeah.
They've
Yeah.
got very nice soaps.
Yep. I use them. I got a couple different ones.
Man, that stuff lather ups like nobody's business.
I've been barred from going to Duke Cannon's website by Angel because I got carried away a little bit. Oh, this smells good. Oh, I bet this smells good. Oh, let's get this pack. Oh, let's do this. Oh, look.
Ever since COVID, that it smells so bad to me.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
I
It
like,
smells like a
I like
chemical.
the Bourbon Trace, the
Yeah,
Buffalo
I got
Trace
that one.
bourbon.
Yeah, I got that one. That's what's in the shower now. It smells like caustic.
Really?
Yep. So does I got the anti aftershave too, and that does the same thing. Yep.
Oh my
Wow.
Yeah, it's
goodness. I
awful.
love them. I got a closet door with a rack on them, damn near full of them.
Yeah, I loved it before. I still use it because I got it, but it doesn't smell good to me.
Well, I can't read that. What does that say? I'm one sexy gnome. Well, thank you. Hang on, I'll roam around.
I was getting ready for lunch today, and my buddy Paul was over at my shop. He works with me. He's our and I had some grapes. I was fixing my sandwich. I had some grapes, and he was talking. And Paul's the type that you, you gotta interject some way of saying, if you'll quit talking, I got to do something. That's what you get into. I said, well, and he stopped, take a breath, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go wash my grapes. And I went across the hall and washed my grapes. As I was walking out the door, he says, "That sounds like a personal problem." And I'm like, "What?" And
I knew it was coming.
I'm like, "I'm just going to wash my grapes before I eat them, And I've been trying to get on this health kick and try to lose a little bit of weight. And earlier, I saw Miss Hotshot giving some instructions. Anyway,
No,
Y'all give me one
liquor
second.
smells
I'll make
fine,
one.
Mike, but some sodas will taste and smell that way to me. Sprite, for one. I had one the other day. I don't drink soda very often at all. And it had the same exact, I can't place what it is, but it's almost like a chlorine gas, kind of a caustic smell. It's nasty. It's
Well,
bad. And it's just
well,
since,
you know what? Good for you because Sprite kind of sucks booty anyways.
and it's not all of them because I've had it since and it was all right. Just every once in a while. Shrimp. It must be something they wash the shrimp with at Christmas time. I couldn't eat it. It had that. Coming from a man that probably has never tried it. That's what I have to say.
Hey, I'm a huge Dr. Squatch fan. Okay, Dr. Squatch. Yes.
Yep. I got some for Christmas. Maybe Vanessa. I have never smelled it before, but it's familiar to me.
Anyway, I came back in and I told him, look, man, if you ain't washing your grapes, that sounds like more of a problem than.
Well, now, Jamie, if you're trying to lose weight, grapes are very high in carbs, sugar content, natural sugars.
They are. You
So
can taste.
the only fruits that do not contain relatively any natural sugars are blackberries, raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries.
Man, I love me some blackberries.
I got them in my fridge right now.
Well, they grow wild down here in Georgia. You can just go walking in the woods and find them in the briars and start picking them.
All they do here in Ohio too. I grew up going blackberry, raspberry picking, elderberry, gooseberries,
Yeah,
wild asparagus.
blackberries and elderberries are very similar in appearance, and you can be picking, and their taste is pretty much the same too. So it
Yeah.
really doesn't matter. But one of the things, if you're in Georgia in July and you go and pick blackberries, you need long pants and long shirt because the briars will eat you up.
Well,
And
that and the chiggers.
chiggers and snakes. You got to be careful for chiggers and snakes in Georgia.
Oh, you got two in here in Ohio too. I make sure I wear good boots, long pants. You got to watch for all that here too. I mean, about the same. But morels will be coming up here in about the next month and a half or so.
Warm weather, I always blouse my pants and I soak them down with that bad stuff that's bad for you, but the bugs don't like it. I forget what it's called, but you don't put it on your skin. You just for clothing. That stuff works good.
I just put the clothes down off. I mean,
Parathane, something like that. It's called. It's not for your skin. It's for clothing and items, and it lasts for a few months.
That stretches one thing a long way there, Rebel.
Yeah, there you go, Mark. That's the stuff.
I don't know nothing about that, Miss Kitty.
Put up Mark Thomas's one-word comment there, Jamie, from 2134. Promethean. That's the stuff.
I don't know what that means.
It's a chemical for anti-ticks and chiggers and all that, but it's for clothing, not for skin. You spray your boots, you spray your pants legs.
Yeah.
DEET is another one, but DEET can go on your skin.
Skin so soft as the
Yeah,
tickies around here,
that's
man.
really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to smell like my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I mean,
stuff.
skin so soft smells good, but yeah.
Yeah. Down here, Idaho, so we there's a saying. That's a level-headed woman right there. She's got snuff dripping out both corners of her mouth.
Hey, my great grandma resembles that comment.
Mine did too. I remember my granddaddy being on his deathbed. He'd say, "Jamie, come here," and I'm like, "What is it, Papa?" He'd say, "Give me a dip of snuff," and I said, "Well, stick your tongue out." He'd open his mouth, stick his tongue up where I could put it under his gum right there, and he already had a dip. I said, "Papa, you already got one." He said, "Oh, okay, never mind then." And I'd say, "How long you been dipping snuff, Papa?" He said, "Since I was 5 years old." And I'm like, "Who in the world gave you snuff when you were 5?" And he said, "My mama." And then I remembered my mama Beam always had a dip of snuff. And my grandmother used to do it too. Uh, but yeah, peaches are the stuff in Georgia, y'all. I'm just telling you, when they come in, and they'll come in about 2 or 3 weeks before the apples.
Or are the boiled pea nuts big there too?
Good night, Rick.
Good night, single shot. Have a good evening, buddy. I There's a lot of that. You can buy them on the side of the road down here, Gene.
Yeah.
They'll be well, anywhere there's a fruit stand, they're usually boiling peanuts. But to me, that's a waste of a perfectly good peanut. Why would you want to boil it in hot, spicy water like that and just ruin it? Now, George boy loves boiled peanuts.
Yeah, a friend of mine's dad owns a peanut farm, and he does the whole boiled peanut thing. He's got vending spots all around where he's at. It's also a kind boiled peanuts are touristy traps, I guess. Would you
Yeah,
call it?
they are.
You see billboards for miles. Boiled peanuts ahead. You're only 2 exits away. Boiled peanuts.
George boy, I gotta tell you, man, I love a fried apple pie, but the peach ones, whoo,
Ooh yeah.
fried peach pie. You can get them at the Varsity, by the way. Well, there you go.
Peaches for me.
Looks like your old lady stole your phone, Gene.
Nah, she says, I used to make peach cobbler, and I'm thinking, why ain't you made it lately?
Because we're on a diet.
Hey, a little cheating never hurt.
Well, you buy me the peaches, I'll make it.
All right, Jamie, I need peaches.
Peaches.
Give me a call, G23. You can give me a call tomorrow. Let me tell y'all something. They ain't nothing wrong with peach cobbler except for one thing, and that's that it gives you an excuse to go buy vanilla ice cream to go on top of it. Well, the peach cobbler never lasts as long as ice cream. So then you find yourself eating ice cream every night till it's gone, and that just blows your diet.
Oh, trials and tribulations of man.
I know it, man. It's tough being me, dude. I'm telling you.
So did you make a decision, Jamie?
About
4570 or 444?
I'm a marlin freak. But based on what we've talked about tonight, if I had to make a choice right now, it'd probably be a 4570 and a Ruger number one.
I think as a hand loader, the 4570's got more to offer. If you're not a hand loader, it's a wash, pretty close. Maybe leaning 444.
Man, y'all making me want to go to the store. But yeah, man, it really is about the same thing, isn't it? I mean, the 4570's got a little bit bigger diameter, but the 444's got a little bit more case capacity. But what are you going to do with that case capacity? Because a lot of the firearms can't handle that much pressure. You can't you can't fill it up with powder. So I don't know, man. Saying it's a wash is not wrong. But then you start talking about the nuances of what we saw tonight on those slides about um, the different the different load configurations for 4570. Yeah, nice lever gun would be cool in a 4570 or a 444.
There's basically three levels. You got your trapdoor level, which is light stuff, and you got your middle level, which is most of them. Then you got your heaviest level, and there's not a big difference between your heaviest and your middle level, but you can load them a little harder, a little hotter in the number one in the high wall.
You guys got me wanting a 4570 now. That's what I need, another cartridge.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, and I know G23 is gonna find something to pick on me about this statement, but man, it's just hard to beat those old time proven cartridges. And a lever gun is just so much fun to take out and play with. And you can kill deer with them, and they're just fun. They're versatile, and you got to remember, man, that was the original assault weapon back in the day. You know, think back to the Civil War and those Henrys came out. And the Southern boys said they load them on Sunday and shoot all week. And but that was a 440.
44 Henry. It's a rimfire.
Wasn't that a rimfire?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
Yep. Yeah, there was a couple of neat ones. The Spencer was another neat one. That was a great big short fat rimfire. The first Spencers. They were tube fed in the butt and lever action.
I've seen those. I've seen videos of them. I've not seen one. I put my hands on one.
Yeah. Big fat short. They're only about an inch and a half long, but fat.
Ricky just sent me a text. He says he can load 4572.
I can get the dies for it, and I've got 4570 brass I picked up on the range. I got a few hundred rounds of it.
That's it's costly stuff. Hang on to it. You don't find it often, and it's expensive when you do.
Well, the range I go to, we get some big timers out there that go by and let it fly. You don't worry about it. So I go behind them every couple of weeks and go scavenging.
Yep.
Look at that. I bet that's pretty cool, Craig. If you're going to go 50 caliber, Timothy, you can do a lot better than the Dash 70.
Yep.
56 Spencer.
Yep.
Dang, Idaho.
Yep. I had two of those, the long barrel one and the short barrel one. And you definitely, like I keep saying, you'll definitely give up, call uncle before you get to a hot enough load. They do belt you.
That sounds good.
No, you'll be fine down here, James. Kyle coming back. About time for us to wrap it up and let these people get on with their weekend. They've been so good to us. We've been going an hour and 48 minutes just about, and we still got 46 people hanging out with us. And y'all starting to talk about food. I want to make it known tonight that the panel did not start talking about food. The side chat did. Oh, man. Pamela and Vanessa Kitty and Pamela are over there.
I made BLTs for dinner tonight.
Man, that thick sliced bacon, that applewood bacon, golly.
I used thick sliced bacon. The tomato was about half-inch thick slice. Nice, big old fatty. It was good.
Have you
Big
tried
old-
one instead of lettuce using bean sprouts?
No. I used romaine lettuce.
Try the bean sprouts if you can find them. We can't find them down here no more. They go bad. There you go, Georgia boy. That's what I'm talking about, Pastor. Yeah, Mr. Pollard, you're going to have to learn all about some fried green tomatoes.
Oh, those are so good.
Yeah. Grew up on them. My family's from Hinton, West Virginia.
Duke's mayo. Yep. You know
So-
what I've been using is that Japanese mayo lately. I like that a lot too. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Wasabi.
No, I'll have to go look at it because now it's going to bother me. Oh,
Come on, Walter. I'll take you out to eat, buddy. Look at y'all. Look at y'all. So, Pollard, another thing you're going to have to learn about is fried okra.
Kewpie.
yep.
We got Kewpies here, but they're hamburger joints.
Yeah, this is Japanese mayo. It's very, very eggy. It's a lot like Duke's, but maybe just a little more of that flavor.
I've been using avocado mayonnaise.
Mm. Even better than cheesy grits and shrimp is shrimp and grits with an etouffee sauce. Yeah, man, that's some stuff.
Talk about food. I'm going to get hungry again.
I know it. Come on back in here and start telling us about peach cobbler again.
Hey, I remember when my grandma used to make blackberry cobbler from the blackberries in the woods.
Oh yeah, blackberry cobbler. Yeah.
My wife still does that. Problem is, I have to go pick the blackberries.
I did too, but I had to share them with the cows.
Not me. Our cows didn't get no blackberries. We're just
Them
trying to keep them out of the bitter weed, if you know what I'm talking about.
Those cows would come into the woods and they would literally boot me out of the way.
I guess Idaho don't like mayonnaise.
Bummer.
I like the avocado.
Yeah, my buddy.
Louisiana grits. That's right. G23. Actually, the first place I tried that with an etouffee sauce was, I think it's called Henry's on River Street in Savannah. Now, 762. That right there is Confederate 101 food right there. That's all about the South. That pinto beans, onions, and cornbread. That was one of my daddy's favorite things to eat. And he used to like to take the leftover cornbread and crumble it up in buttermilk and eat it like cereal for his midnight snack.
Mm, that is good.
It is.
Vanessa Kitty said, "Ever had apple dumplings?" Yeah. Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good night, Andy.
Good night, Andy. I didn't see you leaving.
Good night, sir.
Mike's leaving too. Yeah, Hellman's ain't bad, but it ain't Duke's. But I'm not a mayonnaise guy anyway. I'm more of a mustard guy. But yeah, especially this time of the year, Gene, try some Roma tomatoes instead of the bigger tomatoes. They have a lot more flavor this time of the year than those green hothouse tomatoes that they're selling in the stores right now.
Yeah, I usually buy those big beefsteak tomatoes.
How's this one,
Yeah.
Jamie?
I've never had that.
Mmm.
Beaver brand. Good stuff.
Yeah, you got me with hickory bacon.
Yeah. They make a ketchup too, but I don't like it as much as the mustard.
No, Tim S.
PBJ.
Tim S is hollering Miracle Whip. I know he's just trying to stir up the pot.
I like Miracle Whip, but not for everything. Just for some things.
I don't have it in my house.
Anybody that use Miracle Whip will use Velveeta cheese too. Just saying. There's worse things.
Cheese whiz.
Ooh. All right, I know what. Let's go down to the local convenience store and get us some of that hot cheddar put on our uh, on our chips. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's start wrapping it up, guys. Go ahead, G. I'm sorry.
Hey, Jamie, if you're gonna have the convenience store and get the cheddar cheese on your chips, you gotta add that runny chili too.
Ooh.
Welcome to trucker life.
Chris 338. He's got both right now. Y'all are too much. Y'all are great. Thanks for coming and joining us. Yeah, Pollard.
Hillsboro, Oregon.
Hillsboro, Oregon. And you got it in Connecticut.
Yep.
Oh, James Pollard's just kicking up dirt now, man. We gotta let him go.
Yeah, that's Cranky's favorite.
He's get 10 man. You must be at work, Tin Man.
I think he said he was listening at work. Yeah.
Moral whip is like Democrats. Corned beef next week.
Yeah.
Golly. Oh, me. I missed it, didn't I? Try that one. You talking about your hunting dogs too, ain't you, Mike?
Yeah. I had that too, GW.
Yeah.
Well,
I like
you'll keep them from licking each other. That's for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad humans don't greet each other like dogs. I'm just saying. We'll leave with that. All right, Hot Pot. Thank you for joining us tonight, and you've been fun to have on, buddy. Come back anytime.
Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it, man. Guys on the panel, you all been great. Side chat's been blowing up. There's still 39 watching, according to my devices. Thank you very much, Jamie, for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun, man. We got to have you back real soon because one of the topics I wanted to talk about tonight that we didn't get to is the trend of optics on carry guns. We touched on that just a little bit, but I want to really dig into that. Maybe next Friday night. So let me know when you're available, Gene, and we'll work from there and try to. I know that's one right down your wheelhouse, and I think it's something CW's got some experience with too.
Yeah, I'd be more than happy to. More than happy. Just let me know.
Matter of fact,
sorry guys, I had a phone call from the parental unit, so I had to answer.
Well, we're just signing off. We're just signing off, Kyle. So if y'all could bring some, you'll have to detach them from their host. And yes, rest in peace, K24. If somebody could tell me what went on with him, I would like to know. Just it seemed like good night, Mario. I just I was shocked. I was shocked, and I didn't know he was sick or anything. So, any of you guys want to give me a call or give us an email and explain, that would be great. CW, Gene, what are you going to be working on this week? Anything, new videos coming out this week?
Yes, I got one premiering Sunday on some articles that are coming up, and then I have individual reviews on each one, unboxing, and then range reviews on everything. And I'm going to try, like the Dickens, to get back out there and get the bling bling first shots of the Canic Rival and the Smith & Wesson 10mm.
That'll be fun.
Yep, that's going to be a good one.
Thanks, guys. Y'all, G23 said he had a heart attack, and 6-shooter Texan said he had heart and kidney problems. And his sister was on Discord today, so yeah, thanks for sharing, guys. What are you working on, CW? Anything fun?
I'm meeting up with Julio tomorrow. We're going to work on his rifle stock for his new 375 Raptor. We do a little stock work, a little bedding work.
Well, make some videos. We want to see.
Come on.
See what he wants to do.
No, just set it up. Don't say anything. Just set the tripod up, set the camera up, and go.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, you can edit it later.
You just ask 10, man. It'll be fine.
Everything will be fine.
What are you working on, Kyle? Anything?
I'm trying to get the house cleaned up and everything to get Angel moved in here. Still don't know how much stuff she's got to bring in here, but I'll try to do a little bit. I'll try to do some bullet sorting and all that stuff from what Willie left on the back porch in a sneaky fashion. But yeah, I'll try to get all that stuff sorted out. I got some furniture rearranging and undoing my man cave and all that stuff. But that's what I'm going to be working on this weekend and trying to stay warm because it's going to be just nasty cold Sunday morning for Georgia.
Yeah, that's what we're looking forward to. And I'm hoping to get more than one video done tomorrow, but I'm going to be doing some casting and these molds that I got borrowed from our good buddy Walter. And I'm going to work on the shotgun video and another video for Aegis gun care products. So that ought to be fun. So I got a I got an idea or two about both of them. So hopefully I'll get those two up over the weekend. Um, anyway, so we're overtime. So I want to thank everybody for being here. We had 61 at one point tonight. Y'all guys are overwhelming us with the amount of support, and we're so glad to have y'all. And y'all just make the weekend getting started that much more fun for all of us. So thank you. Um, send us an email at georgiashootingconnection@gmail.com. I got to get back active over on what's that? Yeah, the picture one, Instagram. Yeah, that thing. So
Picture.
yeah, I'm all up to date on the technology. So guys, we hope the Lord blesses y'all all real good. And if He's willing, we'll see y'all again next Friday night at 8 o'clock. Say good night, y'all.
Good night, everyone. God bless.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.